the country. So this will be a great match, especially because their styles clash in a perfect way. Michael Carr will not stop moving, and that's what we'll see throughout this match. Whereas Mitch McKee, his key is getting his hands on his opponent and really controlling the direction and the pace of the match. Mitch McKee himself is coming off of some big wins against ranked opponents this season. He defeated number 5 Cade Brock 6-3, and most recently defeated Max Murin of Iowa, who's number 13. Michael Carr's in on a leg, but this is where McKee is so strong. He has a background in Olympic-style wrestling, freestyle, and Greco-Roman wrestling. So from the front headlock, he is very strong. He's a 2-time U.S. Junior National Freestyle Champion at 60 kilograms. In 2016 and 2017, Mitch McKee grabbed gold for the United States overseas. But Mike Carr is not shy of the limelight and not shy of really stepping up for Illinois. He's only in his redshirt freshman season, but he really proved himself to be a staple in the lineup last season when he defeated number 8 Chad Redd of Nebraska, number 13 Cole Weaver. He himself is a 2-time Pennsylvania high school state champion and was 89-0 in his final 2 seasons. And as I mentioned before, near the beginning of this duel, he's coming off a big win against number 6 Canaan Store of Michigan. So Michael Carr on a bit of a hot streak, and he'll be looking to really continue that. He did have some injury trouble, missed the Midlands this season, but this will be a test for him to kind of give him his placement as we look toward this dual meet portion of the season. This is the position where Mitch McKee is most comfortable, front headlock. He'll have control of Mike Carr's chin with his right hand and an underhook with his left, and he has a lot of ways of scoring here. One of the keys for Mike Carr is to stay moving in this position because McKee likes to control his opponents when he is in the front headlock. And here on the edge of the mat, the ref's going to call a stalemate and they'll return. There's a minute left here in this first period. Only big action we saw was when Mike Carr got to McKee's leg, and that is when we saw some of his famous patented defense there from the front headlock position. One thing about Mike Carr is he likes to take his shots from this open space. So as you see there, he's doing a lot of head fakes, trying to get a step from Mitch McKee where he can dive in on a leg. That's where he's strong, and he's outstanding at finishing those shots as well. Whereas, as we'll see, McKee will keep reaching and stepping into Carr because he's comfortable with his hands on his opponents, and he wants to get to his ties, set up what he's good at, which is a front headlock position, as well as some strong underhooks. He is really good at controlling the underhooks, similar to what we saw in Illini champion Isaiah Martinez, who is now on staff as a volunteer coach, although not in the corner tonight. In the corner for the Illini is Coach Mike Poeta, Coach Jeremy Hunter, and, of course, the head coach, Jim Heffernan. First period comes to a close here, scoreless, and we'll be heading down to the mat as it looks like Michael Carr will be in the bottom position, and he'll be looking to score the first points in this match. Michael Carr exploding on the whistle up to his feet. And he's going to try to stay in bounds here as McKee pulls him out, and they'll reset top and bottom. Both of these wrestlers very tenacious in their styles, and they're not going to give up points easily. Michael Carr, great counter wrestler. McKee as well. Though it'll be really a good point for Carr, to get this escape, or at least try to limit the riding time of McKee in the second period. This is going to be a pivotal match in this dual meet. Almost back points there for McKee as he has a 2-on-1 wrist on Michael Carr, who is looking to build back up to his base. And we see Carr in a bit of a tripod position. McKee pulling him back down. McKee doing a really good job here of keeping to Carr's wrist, but also, if you notice, his left leg is thrown in there, and that allows him to put some pressure on Michael Carr's back. As we see, Carr's head is in the mat here, McKee is building up riding time. He's almost at a minute and looking to turn Carr. Carr's up to his feet. McKee's leg still in there, although Carr has a bit of control on it. He's going to look to get a 1-point escape here. And there's a stall warning from the ref as McKee was on his feet for too long, and Carr gets the escape. 1:11 banked of riding time for Mitch McKee, and Carr back on his feet. There's about 40 seconds left here in the second period. Now Michael Carr used to bringing a lot of motion, a lot of head fakes, and there's still more of that as he shoots in an open space double, looking to finish. McKee with good defense here. Carr switching to a single leg takedown. He has it, although it's a bit high on McKee's leg. Hard to get a good angle here for the takedown. There's 8 seconds left in this period. And as this period ends, it is a 1-0 score. McKee built up some good riding time here, and we'll enter the third period. I don't think that Mitchell McKee is going to go down without a fight, so we should see a really good third period here as the Minnesota Golden Gophers lead the Illini in the second match here. In team score, it's 3-0. Illini looking to get on the board as McKee assumes the bottom position, and this third period begins. Mitch McKee building up and tries to Granby roll out of there, creating space. And he is doing a great job of chain wrestling. He's up to his feet quickly, and Carr gives him the escape, although he did cut into the riding time enough. So McKee's riding time stands at 56 seconds, and this match is all knotted up at 1. We should have a great third period here, and it should come down to a takedown or two between these two grapplers. McKee with a nice fake there, getting Carr a little bit off balance, and that's where McKee's going to want to strike. Makara, of course, slipping the tie and in on a nice single leg there. He's in deep. He's going to look to shelf McKee's leg and get to that far leg. McKee goes underneath, but not before Michael Carr gets the takedown. It is 3-1 here with 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining in the third. Michael Carr now riding and bringing McKee's riding time down. That was a great takedown, and that's what Michael Carr is so good at. He's good at those open space shots, is nearly unstoppable. McKee rolling again, trying to create space, and he's up to his feet. There's 43 seconds left. Riding time at this point not a factor as Carr lets McKee away a 1-point match with 35 seconds left. Mitch McKee is an explosive and aggressive wrestler on his feet, so he's going to be looking for a takedown in these final seconds. Wow. What counter wrestling from Michael Carr. His toe is in, although McKee did touch the hardwood off the mat, and I believe as a rule of safety, that's out of bounds, although there's the takedown awarded from the referee. The only reason they would award that is he got the takedown before McKee touched the hardwood, and that was outstanding counter wrestling from Michael Carr. He was able to turn the corner there on the edge of the mat and drop down immediately to a double leg. And now he stands at a 3-point lead. It is 5-2 with 23 seconds left. Mitch McKee on bottom. He's going to try to get back to those rolls and create space between him and Michael Carr. 17 seconds left. McKee up to his feet. And Carr's looking to mat return. 9 seconds remaining. I'll stall warning on Carr, but it will have no effect. And this match is over. A huge statement by Michael Carr, proving his spot in the rankings against a very tough opponent in Mitch McKee, and the Illini are on the board. It is 3-3 here in Huff Hall.